Well, they say a friend in need is a friend indeed. But this story of Anjali and Nidhi proves it all wrong. Nothing of which is what a friend would do for a friend in need, especially when that friend is dying. And especially when that friend is dying, such a macabre, grotesque, and terrifying death. Now, her friend Nidhi has come forward after full 48 hours after what happened to her friend Anjali right in front of her eyes that night. And that too, after the entire case is splashed across media and social media, and the police was looking for eyewitnesses. This woman comes forward. Firstly, she calls her ladki, ladki, ladki all the time as if she's some stranger. She's not her friend. She was with that woman. She was with her in the room. Then she says that she was drunk. Fine. Maybe we believe her. But she was with her in the accident. She was also hit by the car. She fell down on the other side of the road. She saw her friend being mauled by the car. She saw her friend being killed. She saw her friend being dragged along by those boys. She even says that उन लड़कों ने जानबूझकर हमें टक्कर मारी. She says that लड़कों ने देखा कि लड़की फंस गई है गाड़ी के नीचे, फिर भी वो गाड़ी चलाते रहे, घसीट कर ले गए. Why did she keep quiet? She says she was scared. But why was she scared? Couldn't she go to the police at least the next morning and tell them what happened? Couldn't she, not for Anjali, for herself, at least go and say that I was tried to be run over? Couldn't she at least go to the police and say कि मुझे भी मारने की कोशिश की गई? Couldn't she at least do what a basic citizen of a city would do? When you see a stranger being killed in a hit and run case, what is your first reaction? आप एम्बुलेंस को बुलाते हैं, आप उसको बचाने की ट्राई करते हैं, आप उसको विक्टिम को पानी पिलाते हैं, आप अपना सारा काम छोड़ के उस विक्टिम को बचाने की कोशिश करते हैं. क्यों? Not because that victim is your friend or a relative, but because that person is a human being. Why can't a human being see what is happening to another human being? Why can't you share the pain of another human being? And Nidhi, this was your friend. This girl was not some ladki. She was your friend who was with you just seconds ago, and she was dying in front of your eyes. She was being tortured. She was being harassed. Her life was being snuffed out of her. And still, you didn't have the guts to go to the police or tell anyone. Sorry, nobody is going to believe this. This woman can really do better than that. Do you believe her? Listen to what she's saying.
लड़की गाड़ी के नीचे आ गई. लड़की नशे में थी बहुत ज्यादा. लड़की गाड़ी के नीचे आ गई. लड़की बहुत ज्यादा नशे में थी. लड़की गाड़ी के नीचे आ गई. ठीक है, लड़की की गलती है. जो लड़की इतने नशे में ड्राइविंग कर रही है, मैंने उसको मना करा कि मत चला, मैं होश में हूँ, मेरे को चलाने दो. उसने मेरे पे विश्वास नहीं करा. उसने अपने आप पे विश्वास करा कि नहीं बहन तू घेर देगी मुझे, मैं चलाऊंगी. फिर हम वहाँ से जा रहे थे, आगे से गाड़ी आ रही थी, प्लानो है तो गाड़ी हम लड़की आगे गिरी, मैं साइड में गिर गई. फिर टक्कर हो गई, वो गाड़ी के नीचे घुस गई. हाँ, लड़कों को पता था कि भाईजान उनके नीचे एक लड़की है. लड़कों ने जानबूझ के इस मौत को अंजाम दिया. उनको पता था. लड़की नीचे से चिल्ला रही थी. मैं होपलेस हो गई थी बहुत ज्यादा, इसलिए मैं चली गई. मैंने किसी को डर के मारे नहीं बताया. मैं किसको बताती, मैंने किसी को नहीं बताया. मैं घर पे चली गई डर के मारे. मैं घर पे जाने के बाद मैं बहुत रोई. उसको प्लानो गाड़ी 2 बार आगे लेके गई, 2 बार पीछे लेके, फिर आगे लेके, फिर स्पीड में उसे खींचती हुई अपनी उसके नीचे उसके कुछ अटक गया था. वो किसी चीज में अटक गई थी नीचे गाड़ी के. अटकने के बाद वो आगे गई, पीछे गई, आगे गई. फिर उसे गाड़ी बिल्कुल आगे घसीट के ले गई. फिर उसे घसीटते वो छुट्टी नहीं होगी, उसे घसीटते बिल्कुल आगे ले गई.
अच्छा निधि,
इसी दौरान उसकी मौत हो गई. जानते हैं, उसकी मम्मी जानती है.
अच्छा, आप लोगों की जानते हैं बात को लेकर हुआ था?
झगड़ा ही नहीं हुआ हमारा. मैं कह रही थी मैं ड्राइविंग करूंगी क्योंकि वो बहुत ज्यादा नशे में थी.
I never take this tone in my videos, but this time my blood is boiling. How can a human being, how can a friend do this to another friend? I feel, in my opinion, which I don't give often, but in this case it's important. I feel that this woman Nidhi is just as much responsible as those guys. If they are being punished, if they are being prosecuted, so should Nidhi be. She should also be questioned by the police just like these guys. And we're not even going to get started on the role of the police, because there was another eyewitness. There was a guy called Vikas, as per the reports, a food delivery boy, who also called the police, and the PCR van finally reached the spot, and they hunted for the body, and they finally found her some 10 to 12 kilometers away from where the accident had started. This case, my friends, is something that makes people, including me, frightened of walking on the road. You know, एक चीज होती है विश्वास. जब आप रोड पर चल रहे होते हो, सामने से गाड़ी आ रही होती है, you know that this car is not going to run over you. You know that this car is not going to come onto you. It's not going to leave the road and come on the footpath or the place where you're walking and just completely maul you away. But after this case, that confidence is fading away. Literally, and I'm not talking only for myself. I have spoken to people, I have been interacting with people who have been following this story, and they too share similar feelings. Do you also feel the same way? What do you think about what Nidhi is saying? Please let me know in the comments, and please tell me if you agree with what I am saying. Also tell me if you notice that there is no remorse in this girl's eyes. She's talking to media, she's talking to rank strangers, she's talking to the police, but there is no remorse. There is not a shed of remorse in her voice, in her eyes, for what happened to her friend just days back when she was with her. You know, if we see an accident on the road of this magnitude, with this kind of insensitivity, I'm sure it will not let you sleep, and when you talk about it, you will get goosebumps. You will not be able to narrate it in one breath. At least that's what happens to most people. But Nidhi is something else. In this case, a lot more revelations are going to happen. This is not the first revelation, and this won't be the last. This is not the first twist, and it won't be the last. What Nidhi is saying doesn't add up. What the accused are saying doesn't add up, especially after what Nidhi is saying. Nidhi is saying कि जानबूझ के उन लड़कों ने हमारी स्कूटी को टक्कर मारी. उन्होंने वो सारी चीज़ें की जिससे कि वो लड़की ना बच पाए. तो अगर ऐसा था निधि, तो आप पुलिस के पास क्यों नहीं गई? अगर आपने देखा कि आपको कोई मारना चाह रहा है और आप वहाँ से भाग निकली हो, आपने घर पहुँच गई हो, आपको पता है कि वो लोग आपके घर तक नहीं पहुँचने वाले हैं बिकॉज यू आर इन द सेफ जोन नाउ, देन वाई डिड यू नॉट कॉल पुलिस? This is what I don't understand in this case, and this is why nothing of what this girl is saying adds up. Let me know in the comments what you feel about it. You can of course DM me on Instagram and on Facebook. It's @reviewron. I almost never say this for any video, but for this video I'll say it. Please share it. Please share it so people understand that what is being shown to you and what you see on your TV screens is not always right. There is a lot more that needs to be heard in between the bytes, and there's a lot more that needs to be read in between the lines that are written and presented to you. With that, I'd like to close this video. Thank you so much for watching this one. As always, please take care of yourself and those around you. Jai Hind.